Number 20, we want to use the transformation of x to the fifth to graph this function, negative 3x to the fifth. Okay, so since we know that the degree is odd, okay, we have two scenarios. If it's positive and odd, the endpoint on the right is going to go up, the endpoint on the left is going to go down. When it's negative and odd, it just flips, okay? So now the endpoint on the left will be going up and the endpoint on the right is going down. So this would be the first thing I would look for, since I know that leading term is negative in the transformation. So I want the left end to be up, the right end to be down. So that would restrict me to a 50-50 option between C and D. All right. Since there are no other transformations, I know that this graph should go through the ordered pair 0. So the only one that goes through 0, 0 would be graph C. And you can also check it out by taking these ordered pairs and plugging them in for x and seeing if you get the corresponding y value. Okay, so this one we want to solve the inequality. Number 21. So what we're going to do, we're going to set the numerator and denominator equal to 0 and find those critical values. And then from there, we will put them on the number line and find the less than 0 or the negative section. So setting the numerator equal to 0 will give us a negative 3. Setting the denominator equal to 0 will give us a positive 2. All right, the number to the left of 3, negative 10. Between negative 2 and 3, 0. And right of 2, I would use a positive 10. All right, so we're going to imagine plugging in these numbers and get the sign. Okay, so if I plug in a negative 10 here, we will get a negative on the top. And I plug in a negative 10, we will get a negative on the bottom. Negative divided by negative is positive. So this section will give me a positive value. When I plug in 0 to both of those, I would get a positive on the top, a negative on the bottom. Positive over a negative. So positive divided by negative, anytime you multiply or divide, if the signs are different, you're going to get a negative. So this middle section yields a negative value, which is what we want. We want less than 0. And then the last section, if I plug in a positive 10, this would come out positive, and the bottom would also come out positive. Positive divided by positive is a positive. So the only section that comes out negative would be between 3 and 2. We would use parentheses because there's no equality on that. Okay, so negative 3 to 2 would be our solution.